streaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the James Madison University College of Business Commencement Ceremony. My name is Heather Coltman, and I'm the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, and I'm delighted that you are all here with us this afternoon. Please join me in thanking Emily Rosenberger, a 2021 graduate, for the wonderful rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner. We want to make this a comfortable and safe environment today, so I would like to make a few announcements before we continue with the ceremony. If you need medical or other assistance, please ask an usher. Restrooms are located on both sides of the stadium, and water is available in the concourse. No smoking is allowed in the stadium. In the case of inclement weather, campus police will notify us should we need to evacuate. Please be respectful of those around you and remain in your seats until the conclusion of today's ceremony. For the benefit of the graduates and their families, the university has a professional photographer who will be taking pictures of each graduate. You will be contacted by the photographer regarding the purchase of these photos. Thank you for your cooperation in meeting the guidelines for holding these ceremonies by wearing your masks, maintaining physical distance among parties, and meeting your graduate outside the stadium after the ceremony has concluded. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Jonathan Alger, the 6th president of James Madison University. President Alger graduated with high honors from Swarthmore College and with honors from Harvard Law School. A lawyer by training, President Alger has devoted much of his career to issues related to diversity, access, and inclusion. Under his leadership, JMU has become known as a model for service learning, for promoting access with such programs as the Valley Scholars, and for being ranked as the top college in Virginia for getting a job. JMU has also developed a vision to be the national model of the engaged university, engaged with ideas and the world, and a strategic plan focused on engaged learning, community engagement, and civic engagement. So it is now my great honor to welcome President Jonathan Alger to deliver greetings to you all.
Good afternoon, and welcome, students, families, friends, and colleagues to the commencement exercises for the James Madison University College of Business. I must say that I have never been happier to see all of your faces today, here and in person. And let me also send heartfelt greetings to anyone who's joining us online. After the many challenges of this past year, this is truly a time for celebration and new beginnings. Many people worked long and hard to make this ceremony possible, and I want to thank everyone who contributed to this moment. During this most extraordinary year, it truly took a village of dedicated people to get us all here. And as we begin, take a moment and look around you. You made it, and you made it together. Even as we spent so much time apart, we've never been more aware of how much we need one another and of how our lives are interconnected. Human relationships are at the heart of higher education, and it's fitting that we join together in community, even as we recognize all of you individually for your accomplishments. I'm especially glad that each graduating student can be recognized, since I know that each of you has faced unforeseen obstacles to make it here today. While we've all been reminded that the world is full of uncertainty, your JMU education has equipped you with the skills and the mindset to address the challenges that will come your way in the future. In fact, business students here over the past year have seized new opportunities in the midst of challenge. For example, many canceled 2020 internships turned into full-time employment offers, all while engaged learning charged ahead in Hartman and Godwin halls. Marketing students learned valuable skills through mock virtual sales calls to conduct business in a new way, which will give them a unique competitive advantage as they begin their careers. Accounting students who enrolled in tax classes prepared federal and state tax returns for local residents who needed extra help, all while implementing a COVID-19 safe drop-off and pickup service. Supply chain management students sourced and filled shipping containers with medical supplies destined for Africa. Business students from all majors continued to connect with alumni and future employers as our career treks went virtual. And at the Hart School, students knew that the show must go on, and it did. In early December, students majoring in hospitality and sport and recreation management utilized their skills by hosting a live action fundraiser. And by all accounts, this was one of the most successful Les Gourmet events ever. Your flexibility during this period makes one thing very clear. You are ready. Ready to help as the world starts to emerge from this pandemic. Ready to innovate in ways that engage customers and create new products and services. We need you now to utilize everything that you've learned here to remake the world into one that is even more engaging, open, and inclusive. And as graduates of James Madison University, you join a list of tens of thousands of alumni all over the nation and the globe who are making the world a better place. You've been tested, and you've not only survived, but thrived. So keep bleeding purple wherever you go, even in the rain, and wear your JMU colors with pride. We need your talents and your passion to be the change we want to see in the world. I do hope you'll come back often because you're part of this JMU family and community for the rest of your lives. Be ready to share your knowledge and experiences with the generations of Dukes who will come after you. And most of all, you know that I will always implore you to dream big about what you can do. Dukes know how to rise to a challenge and to make a positive impact. Go Dukes! Thank you.
And now, will the candidates for the undergraduate degrees please rise as you are able? President Alger, it is my pleasure to present the undergraduate degree candidates for the May 2021 commencement. They have been approved by the faculty and are entitled to receive the appropriate degrees.
Are you ready? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the Board of Visitors of James Madison University, I now declare that you are graduates of James Madison University. with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities afforded you under your degree and as alumni of this university.
Graduates, in the academic tradition, you may now turn your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations. Let's applaud these graduates one more time. Hey, Mike, you're up.
Thank you, President Alger and Provost Coltman. Greetings. My name is Michael Biesing, and I'm honored to serve as the Dean of the College of Business at James Madison University. Good afternoon, class of 2021, and welcome to your families and guests. We are glad you are here with us in Bridgeforth Stadium. Graduates, you represent the next generation of leaders of businesses and organizations of all types. Some of you are headed to Wall Street, while others of you are busy launching your own startup companies. Some of you will live the dream of working with a professional sports team, while others of you will follow your passion of making a career with not-for-profit organizations. Still, others of you will take on leadership positions in the new age of the hospitality industry. Some of you are actively preparing for the CPA exam, while others have already received certification as a specialist in wine by passing a challenging international test. And many of you will pursue graduate education now or in the future. Whatever you do, I would encourage you to always follow your dreams, but remember this quote from General Colin Powell: "A dream doesn't become reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work." So, your undergraduate education is a major dream that is now reality. I strongly encourage you to keep dreaming and following your passion, and by doing so, you will lead productive and meaningful lives and positively impact those around you. I would be remiss if I did not recognize that the last year of your JMU experience was not what anyone would have planned for you, but I believe that what you learned during this experience will outlast the memory of the experience itself. All of you acquired the ability to adapt and not just survive, but thrive as a very uncertain global environment unfolded around you. Whether you know it or not, by being a student at James Madison University during a global pandemic, you likely developed an entrepreneurial mindset which will serve us all well in the future as we rely upon you to bring innovative solutions to the table. You are indeed impressive, and you are joining a network of equally impressive JMU alumni. They lead large teams at Fortune 500 companies. They are successful serial entrepreneurs, and they are leaders in their professions and communities. JMU alumni routinely reach back and open doors for those who come after them, and I know you will continue this culture. In closing, make it a point to keep in touch with the world-class JMU faculty members who were engaged with you along the way. And at this time, we will recognize the graduates from the College of Business. Will the graduates receiving the Bachelor of Business Administration degree with a major in accounting please rise and come forward?
You want to hold this, and then I'm going to hold the umbrella over. Thank you.
Madison Noel Bailey. Michael Peter Johnson. Dominic Vincent Catapano. Andrew Michael Koss. Cole James Dewey. Gonzalo Aris. Catherine Zofia Robluski. Matthew James Carico. Nicholas Allen Haas. Troy Anthony Oswald. Laura Ann Brick. Elena Nicole Newsom. Tanisha Lachelle Jones. Matthew Joseph Sammartino. Tu Tron Quinn Gwynn. Ann Madison Shockley. James Duffy Gill. Joel Ruben Rosa.
You can continue.
Alexander Liam Sharkey. Abigail Marie Gray. Nora Harmon. Connor Mannix. Michael James Cohn. Yashinoki Suki Scott Kibling. Brian J. Love. Zachariah Taufik Mekour. Matthew Joseph Thomas. Jonathan Gray Finley. Landon Seth Harris. Connor Allen McKay. Samuel Michael Carchidi. Yuda Lee. Aaron Tawald Hagos. Cassandra Elizabeth Digtel.
We have to stop again.
Jillian Lee Lepson.
Sorry.
Kristen Paige Krusco. Leah Elizabeth Ebling. Alyssa Brinkworth Nitch. Bailey Marcel Pratt. Danielle Rose Hopkins. Danielle Eileen Kratowitz. Ryan Taylor Fox. Taylor Victoria Bowles. Natalie Melissa Gomez Salinas. Abby Bell Laird. Ryan Matthew Keogh. Joseph Hyde Sullivan. Jason Russell Pay. Leo Thomas Callahan. Peter Jean Widener. Sean Matthew Burns. Brock Harrison McRoy. Christopher Stephen Scammon. Mason Alexander Lumpkin. Megan Lee Miskell.
Sorry. Will the graduates receiving the Bachelor of Business Administration degree with a major in Computer Information Systems please rise and come forward?
Yassine El-Malouki.
Our last name's pronounced DiLoretto.
Jason Lee DiLoretto. Emily Rose Becker. Kelly Suzanne Burns. Evan Alexander McGillivray. Sean Michael O'Brien. William Peter Barth. John Joseph Briefak. Hunter Lee Bader. Devin K. Ray Floyd. Nicholas Anthony Smeaton. Suleiman Korrigani. Evan Javad Tucky. Trevor Alec Cross. Alvaro R.C. Garcia. Caden Anderson Marshall. Eli Benjamin Reish. Dylan Ray Freeman. William Wayne Montgomery. Zachary John Cotter. Troy Edward Allison. Isabel Celeste Barrios. Brianna Tina Lachey Munson. Shelby Hunter Rathbun. Joshua Martin Keim. John Bennett Hartnett. Lane Kennerly Faulkner. Ryan Kynes Davis. John Hoban Lee. Ryan Randolph Booth. Christian No. Noah Andrew Kahn. Noah Christian Bain. Jake Jeffrey Haberman. Alexander Troy Penry. Vincent Vo. Jonathan Matthew Assay. Andrew Michael Hunt. Elizabeth Olivia Miglis. Alec Chad Toman. Caitlin Mary Meyer. Keston James Miller. Zachary Gabriel Lang. John Donato Peden. Joseph Anthony DiCostanzo. Henry Ray Levasseur. Patrick Dalton Sullivan. Matthew Hai Fong. Harry Tran. Matthew Kelly Wassam. Jingyang Chen. William Allen Kilpatrick. Noah Robert George. Isaac Agboida Omiet Akwu. Aaron James Rossick. Ilias Elgar. Emmett James Tron. Alpha Umar Diallo. Derek James McKenna. Zachary Matthew Wazerman. Bethany Bridget Kearney. Michael Robert Dawicki. Dawson James Suma. Christian Goutois. Michael David Dillon Whitford. Chase Thomas Bensky. William Scott Baker. Benjamin James Cordova. Olivia Dawn Van Hoy. Sana Babikar Aga. Shema Shirzad Sorchi. Blaine Belay. Gurpreet Kaur Sandhu. Robert Cole Schweikert. Annie Susan Lorenzo. Mark Joseph Dooney. Matthew Hernandez Kehayon. Kevin Reynolds. David Kazimir Gregor. Lizao Lee. Brian Joseph Way. Aaron David Walsh. Camila Camacho. Charles Donald Bias. Benjamin Capono Wishner. Stephen Nicholas Loprino. Absira Tamrat. Stuart Smith Walker. Jackson Lewis Jackal. Daniel Joseph Tilio. Benjamin Robert Ort. Jenna Rose Jansen. Wesley Jameson. Ivan Xavier Jackson. Matthew David Capusta. Lauren Elizabeth Stein. Kiersey Grace Arneson. Margaret Ann Riccardelli. Ferdinand Morales Sityar. Joshua Robert Coleman. Alexander Gasson Mackey. Emma Lee Morrill. Jared Michael Clatterbuck. Noah Blaise Kementik.
Will the graduates receiving the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Business Administration degree with a major in economics please rise and come forward?
Christopher Joseph Dorr. It's okay. Lauren Rose West. Victoria Nicole Wirt. Colleen Mary Wetzelberger. James Caleb Ray. Ethan Bradford Swain. Jordan Michael Branner. Scott Anthony Oakman. Berkeley Dale Ward Galston. Kevin H. Kim. Spencer Patrick Shields. Manuel Antonia Duran Ponce. Kyle Gregory Ford. Alex Miguel Vasquez. What's your name? Cal David Reeves. William Bennett Stimpson. Della Sangwa Yao Adedzi. Bradley Ellis Sechrist. Hudson Dean Grace. Caleb Frederick Marshall. Adriana Shea Trujillo. Brandon Michael Vaughn. Alec Joseph Borkland. Adriana Christina Bolivar Mendoza. Jonathan Akash Fernando. Lena Mangal. Timothy Michael McPoyle. Daniel Lewis Tucci. Tyler Curtis Sizemore. Joshua M. Thomas. Jenna Noel Sweeney.
Will the graduates receiving the Bachelor of Business Administration degree with a major in finance please rise and come forward?
Andrew Park. Matthew Dennis Garreau. Nicholas Joseph Genovese. Dylan Robert Mellinger. Joseph John Capiello. Patrick Ryan Nelson. Brian Alexis Rubio Manjano. Sukip Singh. Hugh Christopher Quinn. Evan John Dotson. Jake Richard Arnone. William Jacob Grossclose. Ashley Caitlin Monaghan. Connor Foley. Stephanie Elizabeth Post. Emma Grace Williams. Adnan Khalil Mirza. Owen Thomas Galloway. Nolan Randy Badura. Jacob William Gordon. Casey May Cusack. Jackson Michael Parker. Corey Thomas Fewer. Michael Nicholas Forbes. Ryan Michael Ellsberg. Dylan Lee Peniston. Nicholas Ryan Hariff. Christopher Adam Cato. Tucker Thomas Beebe. Stuart Tanner Wilkins. Robert Wade Marker. Easton Chandler Royals. Logan Ann Newton. Thomas Jonathan Fonte. Brian Patrick Wallace. Caleb Emmanuel Alwyn Litchfield. Tyler Edward Hughes. Austin Merkel. Alexander James Fredericks. Matthew Stephen Molthen. Edward John Cottage II. William Hunter Collier Jr. Logan Andrew Shore. Jackson Spencer Casey. Jonathan William Anthony. John Ball. Justin Swisher. Waiku Liu. Roberto William Furrer. Tyler James Yudd. Ramteen Tijionian. Marissa Annette Swanson. Colleen Elizabeth McNamara. Emily Grace Abuyan Trotter. Lindsay Elizabeth Kozlowski. Nathan Height Lawhead. Jackson Bruce Packard. Morgan Mary Virginia Burlew. Lisa Amy Ryan. Ryan Alexander Haynes. Henry Dreyer Haas. Zachary Daniel Jacobs. Yusuf Khan. Michael Reed Hyduke. Robert Franklin Hart IV. Joe Matthew Davis. Johnny Dutan Gwynn. Tiffany Hannah Shim. Jacob Turnbow Cole. Morgan Kimberly Hill. Nicholas Blake Bowen. Othman Shakur. Patrick Howard Kirchmeyer Jr. Austin Michael Atchison. Ryan James Schneider.
Will the graduates receiving the Bachelor of Science degree with a major in quantitative finance please rise and come forward?
Nicholas Vincent Donato. Michael Spencer Sevilla. Jackson Alexander Guthrie. George Sebastian Jimenez Alvarez. Manuel Antonio Andrade Bianco. Jim Zilliman. Kelly Lynn Johnson. Danielle Yvonne Bragali. Emily Catherine Vickers. Sydney Bente Henriksen. Jacob Samuel Elson. Kenny William Curtis. Cortland Lee Warfield IV.
Will the graduates receiving the Bachelor of Business Administration degree with a major in international business please rise and come forward?
Elizabeth Karen Hovis. Sarah Elizabeth Gothold. Sarah Nicole Kozad. Colin Michael Marshall. James Tyler Shorten. Faison Kamar. Sophia Aida Ivanova Shidlovsky. Stephanie Claire Thompson. Ankita Gupta. Warner Evans Cohen.
Will the graduates receiving the Bachelor of Business Administration degree with a major in management please rise and come forward?
Crystal Ann Newell. London Kimberly Steckline. Carter Simeon Hughes. William Brandon Adams. Oscar Mendieta Bravo. Madison Samantha Brown. Brandon Michael Quinn. Eric Thomas Sullivan. Rachel Gustingale Canaras Abella. Matthew Salvatore Cameri. Scott Fitzgerald Stevenson. Philip Mark Baumgartner. Nicholas John Jones. Kellen James Sweeney. Chandler David Wilder. Priscilla Clarice Gaffney. Nathaniel Cook Schmidt. Alicia Piper Bain. Claire Catherine Cottrell. Maxwell Paul Davis. Caleb Ryan Davis. Cole Harrison Kermes. Vincent Nicholas Prestapino. Connor Ryan Fitzpatrick. Brandon Matthew Robeson. Eric Ad Crabble. Jack Ferris Fahid. Eric Cameron Abruzzo. Colin German Jakovic. Nicholas Brennan Gentile. Maran Jafari. Armin Sadeghi. Meg Yvonne Cleary. Elizabeth Marie Hunter. Kiefer Joshua Lindauer. Chad Michael Robertson. Mark Vincent Porco. Alec Joseph Vahil. Brandon Michael Purdy. James Dylan O'Donnell. Tristan Matthew Freeman. Matthew John Toplin. Sean William Scanlon. Sean Show Quigley. Peter James Nikotakis. Alaya Janae King. Olivia Anderson King. Dana Min Lee. Ashley Lynn McKay. Grace Kelly Convery. Ofek Baresh. Jessica McClellan Wosner. Cole Stephen Shiflett. Caitlin Hannah Ferris. Nicholas Warner Duncan. Sean Norman. Christian Jonathan Rode. Joseph Coble Paparoni. Spencer Cameron Gleason. Ian Thomas Kessler. Keegan Chrisman McMahon. Connor Joseph Reinheimer. William Bike. Christina Isabel Sarah Gomes. John James Gaffas. Peyton Alexander Baptist Glaze. Aiden Mark Leonard. Brooke Ashley Namak. Madeline Catherine Cummings. Sunjin Oh. Tao Pyong Gwyn. Claire Elizabeth Capel. Sydney Paige Lanham. Kaya Catellos Gordon. Jake William Helmlin. Adam Mayers. Carolyn Jane Ball. Emily K. Jacob. Joseph Francis Kelly. Tyler James Pla. Mark Theodore Trella. Robert Cameron Prescott. Trim Trong. Alyssa Danielle Hillenberg. Kyle Bailey Workman. Jacob Thomas Hazlett. Charles Ethan Flick. Olivia Grace Klimko. Alec Benjamin Michaels. Tyler Armand Karen. Nicholas Robert Walsh. Regan Elizabeth Sabine. Adrian Ives Michel. Carly Marie Venable. Lena Marie Weimerskirch. Kira Lois Tyree. Kathleen Louise Abt. Matea Nicole Magnano. Eric Dwayne Medley Jr. Hannah Mabel Graves. Matt Ellen Lewis.
Will the graduates receiving the Bachelor of Business Administration degree with a major in marketing please rise and come forward?
Natalie Ann Newman. Madeline Grace Joseph. Jacqueline Brooke Blaze. Emilio Giuseppe Enchapa. Edwin Henry Fisher IV. Brian Matthew Goldstein. Andrew Ryan Greenawalt. Charles Joseph Ippolito. Benjamin Michael Logan. Cameron Maurice Cotter. Matthew Michael Waters. Ryan Joseph Lindsay. Yvonne Chakru Shabani. William Luke Wilder. Hunter Thomas Lemon. Jordan Lee Dombrinsky. Margaret Spotswood Allen. Lauren Quinn Taylor. Anya Damini Huffman. Colin Edward Hook. Kara Mackenzie Hines. Sarah Ann Hurd. Samantha Beth Sheps. Allison Laurel Ingram. Margaret Grace Howard. Allison Carmen Huber. Christopher Scott Bennett. James Allen Hartman. Matthew Nelson Fallon. Anna Grace Grove. Melissa Claudia Geisbuehler. Claire Margaret Shallow. Nicole Mary Lou Wright. Haley Madison Thompson. Nia Ayana Pollard. Laura Elizabeth Bowman. Emily Louise Lohman. Nathaniel Eric Rummel. Seth Kevin Benton. Connor James Walls. Andrew Todd Williams. Raz Hassan Jaff. Jessica N. Michael. Rebecca Jones Gentry. Megan Everett Bailey. Sarah Maria Thatcher. Rachel Elizabeth Scowron. Allie Michelle Werrick. Austin Tyler Matthews. Morgan Ashley Sherman. Zachary Allen Pennycuff. Kyle Alexander Merklein. Nicholas Christian Cook White. Kiera Lorna Moyer. Jessica Shakay Silverin. Catherine Olivia Mustaine. Lindsay May Rottenberry. Caitlin Rose Scrivano. Gretchen Ann Angerman. Ryan Robert Hall. Jake McLean. Matthew James Harmeyer. Joseph Grayson Butcher. Ethan Robert Helfer. Zachary Lawrence Rauch. Erwin Elizabeth Stodder. Victoria Lara Judd. Allison Leanne Rissmiller. Samantha Rose Fernandez. Herbert Stephen Partilla. Burke Jeffrey Regan. Jillian Rose Devote. Katie Michelle Sharbaugh. Kylie Sinclair. Mavian Gia Han Dang. Brooks Ivan Walker. Allison Lee Colglazier. Rebecca Elizabeth Ventura. Lexi Deanne Leeds. Allison Johanna Padula. Zachary John Whitehurst. Blake Thomas Rubright. Marlena Elise Stone. Maria Fernanda Echevarria. Andrew Robert Krasinski. Jordan Rachel Perlman. Kate Myers Mumaw. Victor Manuel Rosada III. Paul Alexander Sod. Dylan William Jones. Jillian Laura Doyle. Evan Hunter Davis. Kylie Ann Dotson. Grayson Alexander Odom. Elena Capodici. Kelsey Lauren Ronahan. Olivia Grace Bishop. Cassidy Ann Boylan. Lauren Marie Merrifield. Jacob Thomas Webb. Chandler Ryan Jenkinson. Alex Joseph Cameron. Susanna John Venoba. Reem Basma. Harrison Yates Huffman. James Allen Ard. Blake Anthony Revelis. Tristan Alexander Loiza. Lindsay McCormick. Richard DeGroot. Brendan Lee Hogan. Joseph Franca LaCava IV.
Will the graduates receiving the Bachelor of Science degree with a major in hospitality management please rise and come forward?
Hi. Siobhan Elizabeth McBride. Kayla Rose McDonald. Jessica McCabe Keeler. What's your name? Aniri Patel. Emily Christine Schuler. Jordan Michelle Harper. Allison Ray Gibson. Diana Elizabeth Simeone. Aiden Murphy Davis. Mohammed Hababo Diallo. Thomas McMullen Kearns. Ashton Kaylee Corbett. Madeline Elizabeth Enos. Christina Nicole Ambrosio. Devin Elizabeth Bevignoli. Latney Kania Gilbert. Kristen Ann Dillon. Michaela Amber Lyles. Abigail Renee Panier. Cheyenne Lee Tatro. Cassidy Elizabeth Kawand. Paige Elizabeth Christensen. Jennifer Amelia Garrett. Kylie Renee Ritz. Brittany Rose Borders. Patrick John Travers. Allison Marie Dame. Matthew Gordon Vicari. Tyler David Ordinsky. Hannah Nicole Parisi. Caroline Josephine Healy. Zoe Elise Poole. Jessica Elizabeth Marks. Marpessa Rose Castano. Morgan Teresa Sharp. Vanna Christie Deeds. John Patrick Fletchall. William Christian Evans. Kyle Douglas Stanton. Michael Cardane. Chris Wayne Thompson. Sean David Benson. Benjamin Scott Malton. Madison Marie Wolfe. Catherine Marie Martineau. John Hedrick Olcott IV. Kyle Ryan Youngs. Caroline Elizabeth Mancino. Brianna Rose Van Kirk. Leah Jeanette Carroll. Julianne Nicole Bilecki. Samantha Nicole Sneed. Joanna Marie Busanik. Lauren Elise Nichols. Victoria Elizabeth Quickle. Christiana Faith Marie Branch. Sydney Adelaide Cercio. Brooke Cassidy Lederer. Liddy Diane Nocky. Brittany Ann Townsend. Kiara Jade Harrington. Gracie Lynn Jones. Michael Howard Simon. Nathan William Brown. Claire Catherine Higginbotham. Derens Armand Emmanuel Lyons.
Will the graduates receiving the Bachelor of Science degree with a major in Sport and Recreation Management please rise and come forward?
Logan Jack Stefanko. Devin Batten. Nicholas Vincent Bucaro. Tatiana Ella Juniata Satori Tate. Claudia Jane Dyerly. Rebecca Paige Grainer. Jensen Faith Kenny. Aiden Timothy McNierney. Grant Edward Ferrari. James Henry Wozniak. Matthew J. Joseph Murphy. Samantha Lee Gerber. Alicia Nicole Marcotti. Joshua Matthew Sathoff. Ryan Miller McCartney. Spencer Calhoun Hagies. Kenneth Darby Hatcher. Declan Hargrove Ellis. William Matthew Weems. Gavin Kirkland Sims. Cameron Joseph Gabrielli. Timothy Price Lynch. Aiden Rose Hamilton. John Richard Fleming. Carter Richard Phelps. Thomas Henry Reyneses. Austin Marcus Bach. Wesley Diamani McCormick. Cameron Kilgore. Luke Andrew Spencer. John Sheldon Hamler. Gabriella Renee Tormey. Jordan Evan Jefferson. Justin John Chico. Troy Allen Bracey. Alexandra Rose Pizzola. Christian Jared Price. John Robert Wilson III. Daniel Ryan O'Connor. Landon Charles Brion. Kristen Grace Guttridge. Jason Michael Smith. Faith Nicole Funkhauser. Jack David Giddens. Gavin Lee John Woshtus. Matthew Thomas Labuski. Cullen Thomas Kircher. Nicholas William Laveris. Alyssa Ann Sneerer. Austin Charles South. Nicholas Jude Paterchunk. John Daniel Steiner. Kelsey Moy Watson. Victoria Elaine Gerada. Hunter Douglas Moore. Timothy Paul Eric. Jarrett Robert Holford. Madison Nicholas Adams. Madison Lorene Manuel. Marley Jane Dubberly. Joshua Matthew Ford. Patrick John Blake. Matthew Taylor Livesay. Owen Michael Longest. Samuel Henry Gelman. Carter Hans Wooten. Tanner Lee Ridgely. William Tyler Barkley. Daniel Joseph Waddle. Logan Ross Tron. Jonathan Robert Shelton. Thomas Michael Caldwell. Brandon Richard Curry. Michael Thomas Mosaico. Kelly Ann Basil. Daniel Robert Perkins. James M. Silberger. Bregan Brooke Shanecki. Bryce Garrett Sheets. Dylan Matthew Scott. Cameron Nicole DeLucy. Skylar Custis Henderson. Matthew Allen Holstead. Gregory Allen Freeland. Christopher Patrick Moore. Andrew David Sponick. Lucas Sean Collins. Ryan Thomas Fletcher. Lee Austin Greenwald. Brian A. Levy. Brendan Michael Sanderson. Hallie Jordan Bradshaw. Austin James Delnicki. Daniel Leroy Mendenhall. William T. Slagsball.
The Alma Mater, which was written by the late JMU faculty member Dr. James R. Riley, will be led by Emily Rosenberger. Please stand as you are able for the Alma Mater and then exit the stadium to meet your graduate. Have a wonderful evening.
Madison, James Madison will be forever true. Our loyalty will always be to JMU. While